Today is day 67, and we are in Numbers 31 and 32. Numbers 31 starts off with the Lord commanding Moses to take vengeance on the Midianites for what happened back in chapter 25. 1,000 men from each tribe get together, they go to war against the Midianites, and they end up killing all of the men. They kill the 5 kings of Midian, and they also kill Balaam, son of Beor, with the sword. They capture the women, capture the cattle, all this stuff that normally happens in war, and then they come back to Moses, but Moses is angry. Why is Moses angry? He says, "Have you spared all the women? Behold, these caused the sons of Israel through the counsel of Balaam to trespass against the Lord in the matter of Peor. So the plague was among the congregation of the Lord." He then commands them to go back, kill all of the males, including the young ones, spare any girl who has not known a man intimately, and kill the rest of the women. Then we get a command about purity. "And you camp outside the camp 7 days. Whoever has killed any person and whoever has touched any slain, purify yourselves, you and your captives, on the 3rd day and on the 7th day. You shall purify for yourselves every garment and every article of leather, and all the work of goat's hair, and all articles of wood." Then, a few verses down, "Only the gold and the silver and the bronze, the iron, the tin and the lead, everything that can stand the fire, you shall pass through the fire, and it shall be clean. But it shall be purified with water for impurity. But whatever cannot stand the fire, you shall pass through the water. And you shall wash your clothes on the 7th day and be clean, and afterward you may enter the camp." Then they divide up all the spoils. There is a tax levied on everything that they have seized, essentially. So 1 in 500 of everything that they seize goes as a tax to the Levites and to the Lord. And so you just get a rundown of, again, the numbers of this. And so when you look at the cattle, there was 36,000 cattle, and the levy was 72. So 72 of those were the tax. "Moses gave the levy, which was the Lord's offering, to Eleazar the priest, just as the Lord had commanded Moses." And so this goes back through just how that was divided up, what things went where, the gold items. It gives a solid number. We hit verse 32. And so all this takes place on the east side of the Jordan. The sons of Reuben and the sons of Gilead see the land, and they want to stay there. They don't want to enter into the land. But there's a problem with that, because they are supposed to help conquer the land. So Moses says to them in verse 6, "Shall your brothers go to war while you yourselves sit here?" And they commit to following through, letting the women and the children and the animals and the cattle and everything stay. The men will go to war and continue to conquer the land as long as they're allowed to have this land on the east side of the Jordan. What the Holy Spirit is speaking to me in all of this, the things that cause sin, the things that entice, they're common, and they know us so well. They're just so easy to get the claw in us to pull us away from the Lord. Moses, what he does is it's get rid of these things that cause you to stumble. And it's an immediate thing. It's not oh, well, if you do what you're supposed to do, you can keep these things around. No, it's these things cause you to sin, kill it, get it out of your life. And so often I've noticed in my own life that the things that cause me issues, I have an issue with sugar. Sugar ruins my body, and I have a tendency to go, oh, just a little bit. A little bit will be fine. I can handle it. And I always regret it. There's never a time when I don't. It causes me damage. Even if it's a little bit, it's still damage. It's still something that is destroying who I am physically. And it's better off for me just to get rid of it completely and just not have it be a part of my life than allow it to be a temptation in my life to cause me harm. If there's anything in here that the Holy Spirit's speaking to you about, go ahead and put it in the comments. If you have any questions, thoughts, let us know. We'd love to engage with you. And we'll see you tomorrow.